has skirmishing elements, but it does kind of do a lot of different things, whereas GAM is very much in the direction of team fighting.
Yeah, very much so. And I mean, a lot of poke here, obviously. Varus plus Corki.
To hover around the bot side of the map is On, actually looking for a quick back.
On is going to stay, though. He elects to stay because Poppy is coming. So they're going to try to make a play very, very quickly here. Elk is trying to keep his wave from crashing, but GAM have no wards, and Beishuan is going to be behind them. They're about to get the bad news here. Flash combo from On, perfectly engaged. They're going for Elio. They flash forward. Artemis trying to finish him off. He grabs first blood. They're looking for another one. Elk's in trouble. It's a double for Artemis, and it's GAM time already. But Beishuan looking to get him back. Flash to follow, gets a double. Is able to trade evenly, but how about that? 2 for 2 and a 2v3 for the GAM. Potential Beishuan action, and you can see that Beishuan has already been back to base. Not only is he up over 600 gold, he just spent, so he is massively stronger than Levi right now.
For sure. Keeping my eyes on Knight, as with the level 7, he does have the ulti available. Beishuan runs into Levi.
Yeah, Levi's going to go forward, and they're going to try to knock him back. Remember, no flash available here on Beishuan. He is running Artemis over the wall, looking to try to take him down. Will he be able to do it? On's in the midst of everyone. Levi has to flash out. It's On now that is in trouble. He is off, and Elio trying to survive. Knight can't quite make it happen. Elk is in trouble now. Beautiful cleanse. That was picture perfect from Elk to keep himself alive. Knight, though, going to be hooked in. He is able to get one, but he's going to fall for it at the end of the day. Levi limping out of there. Very close fight, but it is 2 for 1 at GAM at the end of the day.
GAM are bringing the fight to BLG. They're moving into the enemy jungle. They are showing BLG that this side of the map belongs to them. And again, without any hesitation, they force the fight. Now, Bin in a 1v1.
Yeah, he is silenced, and Kiaya could be in trouble. Both still sitting on their ultimates. We'll see if Bin does able to get 2 of the grubs. You can see GAM does take 1 for their trouble, so at least you're not going to be giving the Void Might spawn away. But Elio and Levi just grouping up here, heading over to look for a dive on Elk. Remember, there is no cleanse available. He doesn't have his flash for another couple seconds, and he is in so much trouble. There is the hook, and there is the kill. It's another one in the pockets of Artemis. 4 kills in 9 minutes for the GAM bot laner.
It's a beautiful dive. No mistakes, well executed. There was little that Elk could do to respond. And GAM are continuing to find advantages. Now, the gold lead, not insurmountable. BLG still, of course, have ways to come back into this game, and Beishuan doing what he can to cross-map. Securing this dragon, Bin going to be looking to get himself a plate, and Kiaya playing on the weak side for now, making sure that he's just staying safe so that BLG cannot get any cross-map kills. But first items are starting to be completed across the board. The Heartsteel coming through from the Maokai, going for more of a defensive kind of front-lining tanky build.
And I actually really like this because I do think when you are not solo AP, it's not worth it. There's the flash, and it's going to connect, and the Change of Corruption is there as well. GAM, it's surprise! They jump over the wall. They take him down. Kiaya gets the kill on Bin.
Bin was not expecting
Get those
that.
good trades, and I mean, when you're playing against Mbessa, so much of these matchups is about forcing Mbessa to use the spells to close the gap, not allowing her to begin trades with those spells. As Kiaya again overheats, and this time Bin is going to be in a lot of trouble. The equalizer is ready. He just hit 11. I think Bin, it's time to get cooked. There's the equalizer, turns around with the public execution, does proc the Eclipse Shield, trying to run for the hills, but it's just not enough. Kiaya will not allow him to escape.
Kiaya! But the Corki is in position. Bin does have the TP available to join in the event that a fight does kick off. Emo avoids, and this is the thing, I feel like GAM is showing the utmost respect to BLG while still playing with nothing but confidence.
Absolutely, and you cannot disrespect Knight and Bin and Elk and all. These guys have been here so many times before, but there's a fight breaking out. Elio could be in trouble. The seismic jump does connect onto Levi, but he is tanky enough to survive. Bin arrives with a TP, so does Kiaya. Remember, Kiaya has no ultimate. Emo hitting on the side, trying to get them low. You can see the ultimate coming out from Jin as well. On flashes forward. There's the flash from Beishuan, sending Kiaya into the wall. He's overheated, and he is shut down, and now Emo's in trouble as well. Just like that, BLG roar to life. Take 3 kills and the dragon.
The snap engage from BLG was ruthless. They isolate the support. They make sure that they securing that tower.
Yeah, I mean, Levi's got to get up here. Otherwise, they're going to lose the tower, I think, on this wave. Kiaya needs help to defend it, but Knight is pushing forward. Kiaya trying to keep it alive. They are racing for it. Bin on the other side does pop the ulti. Elio tanking up the tower as much as he possibly can. Kiaya about to overheat, trying to run for it. As Beishuan's coming in, there's On arriving as well. Going to pop the ulti to try to tank up the tower. Bin is in trouble. Emo's making it happen. There's the public execution. Trying to take down Elio. He does. He's in the 1v2. Can he make it happen? The shield, the double. It's Bin, and he is back.
Beautiful play from Bin, leveraging the tower aggro to punish the 2v1 dive. BLG will also get the top tower. procs the Eclipse as well, and then secures the double kill.
I mean, that was just so beautifully played. Small thing there. Bin goes for the backstep, pulling Emo away. The 1v2. As his W comes back up, he has the shield, he has the Eclipse shield, he is just making it happen, man. And that is the thing about this guy. You know, say all you want about an inconsistent year, but he is on fire so far. And now Artemis in a lot of trouble. Is going to flash out, but it is not going to get him anywhere. Elio could be next to fall. The equalizer is going to use from Kiaya, but not to much effect whatsoever. And in comes Beishuan in the Herald. They're just going to let it crash into the tower. The tower is incredibly low. On is looking for the dive here. Emo trying to push them back, but they're really struggling to do so. Hook's going to go wide there from Elio. Now the ulti does come out, but Kiaya has already fallen. BLG are running away with it out of nowhere.
BLG do not hesitate to punish a mistake. The moment that you overstep, they capitalize. And look, they're even fishing for more. Knight trying to hover off in the fog of war. He will be spotted out, but this tower is surely going to fall. And BLG, with the small advantage that they were able to find in the earlier skirmishes, they are mounting a massive gold lead. 3.3k now the advantage. A mid-tower.
This is all of the different sources that Knight has gotten gold from. So you can see 1,100 of his gold is from kills, 4,371 from minions, and so on. As there's been going in again, it's going to be another kill here. As Artemis, great start, but he is getting caught and he is getting punished once again. No flash, no chance.
BLG, exactly. And I think that that is another angle. Ooh,
Bin is going to go in, but this time Levi is behind him. Has been a bit off more than he could chew. Levi overheated, trying to get the damage down, and TP's even coming in as Beishuan's going to arrive. So does Ilio. Now an equalizer, well placed. It's going to be flash out there from Bin. It's now Beishuan that is the target. He has a flash of his own, but not even going to need to use it because the reinforcements are arriving. Elk is here, and Knight is positioning for a possible Weaver's Wall here. He's in the banana brush, and here he goes. He's trying to section them off. Levi is going to get trapped, and Levi's got no flash. Stunned against the wall there by Beishuan. Going in for the re-engage as his team is firing over the wall, and now Beishuan has to flash out. It's Elio that is the target. GAM will retreat, will survive, but just by the skin of their teeth. BLG clearly too much to handle.
A very awkward fight.
They can find a way to make it happen, but you know, you're looking at the map right now, and there's just not really any wards in the area for GAM. You can see that Elio is trying to get over there and trying to reestablish some vision control. Bin here getting chased down by Kiaya. The rest of the team is coming in. We'll see if they can find him. Remember, he has no flash. The equalizer is there to slow, and in comes Levi. Public execution going to be used, and he is just trying to waste their time as BLG on the other side of the map are looking for a play. They do get the shutdown, but again, it costs them the equalizer. That should be up, though, before the Dragon does spawn here, as BLG looking to pressure some towers.
Good news is that the wave was quite far away, but Emo needs to be very careful. He's going to respect the collapse from Beishuan, and this tower is going to fall. I would say that the risk of using those ultimates is that effective at finding these small positioning mistakes and capitalizing so quickly. Knight's ability to collapse, he didn't use the ultimate this time, but we've seen it multiple times. And while it might seem like that they're over-grouping, I feel like GAM is just being drawn into the fight. Rather than looking for cross-maps or looking for advantages elsewhere on the map, they're just constantly trying to trade with BLG, and BLG are getting the better of them. Now Knight once again throws the ulti out to catch this mid-wave and look for a pick.
Yep, you are not allowed to trade. They're saying you cannot take that tower. Levi tried to get down there and see if he could fight over Otacon. Does proc the phase rush, but he's got no flash, and I think he's going to get chased down. There's the flash in from On. Bin and 3 members of BLG will knock down Levi once again. He wanted to get there, see if he could make a hero play at the Otacon, but he loses his life, and it's just going to be a Dragon as well off the back of that. As BLG are just taking everything. They're farming your jungle, they're defending their mid tower, they're taking Otacon, killing your jungler, and then getting the Dragon.
It was a promising start for GAM. Some really awesome plays from so many members, but BLG, they are the classic. You give them a finger and they'll take the whole arm. The moment that you give them a semblance to vision, GAM recognize that they need to gain some space, but their vision coverage is very limited, and Elk is doing a good job of controlling that mid-wave. On threatening the engage.
Stacked as On's going to go in, and Bin is here to support. On in a lot of trouble, but he is going to survive as he flashes out, and the Nautilus falls on the other side. Kiaya running for the hills here. He's going to have to flash out that public execution, but Kiaya does barely survive the 4-shot. Goes into the stasis, but he has got nowhere to go, and Beishuan finds another stun there onto the Nautilus looking for him. They do knock down a 3rd member from GAM, and it feels like just like that, the fight is already done. BLG crush it. They take 3. They're going to take the soul to boot.
It feels like that it's too much of a wallet difference at this point. It was a straight up front to back, and that Maokai just melted. The fact that On was also able to get out of that situation, and then the rest of BLG chased down GAM. A very awkward situation for GAM to find themselves even easier with a really nice Talia wall coming through from Knight. It once again splits up GAM and makes the fight easier.
Oh, we're back to live. Elio tries to flash out, hooks to the wall, but he's just dead. And Beishuan wants even more. Knight's positioning has been a thing of beauty. Every ult that you're talking about, Betty, seems to be perfectly placed. And now Kiaya in a world of hurt down here. Bin with the double buffs, with the Ocean Soul. He does not care about your poke any longer.
I mean, it really has been a beautiful game from Knight, kind of the silent carry in a sense, but we've seen it in every single play. His use of the Talia wall has just been flawless.
Yeah, and GAM now trying to see, can they find a way in to try to seal away this Baron? Teleport coming out there from Kiaya, but here comes Knight one more time. Beishuan and Bin trying to push their way in. Artemis is left out to the wolves, and he's going to get bit in half as Beishuan pushing back the jungler. He's 3 levels up. Emo's dead as well, as they're just trying to look to try to end the game right here, right now. They get a third, and they are on the march now. The wave is going to be coming in. They're not heading to the Baron, so they just want to try to close it out.
BLG with ruthless execution on the team fights. There is little room for GAM to react. They execute, they destroy, and they capitalize. BLG setting their sights on the Nexus.
It's Levi and Elio versus the entire team, but with the Ocean Soul, they don't have the damage to stop them. We'll see if they can clear out the wave, find a miracle play, but I don't think it's going to happen. Elio falling as well as Elk goes dominating. It's 20-8. It's a 10,000 gold lead. It's 29 minutes into the game. And BLG just padding the stats, trying to get more kills here on the door to the fountain as Artemis is going to respawn just to die one last time. It's an ace again for BLG as Emo's now respawning. They want another kill. Mercy, cries GAM as